Current electrifying news, it's reached double digits. Europe has a much bigger selection of EVs than we do in Australia. Now, I announced the Renault 5 electric vehicle in the last episode, I think, priced in the region of $25,000 pounds to £30,000. Well, not to be outdone, Corsa Electric, #yes, has been introduced in the same price bracket, about £27,000. So it's going to be competing against the BYD Dolphin and the MG4 that are all in that area. Now, this has got a 100 kilowatt drive system, 50 kilowatt hour battery, WLTP range of 357 kilometres or 221 miles. That just doesn't seem very efficient from my thinking. And it's got 100 kilowatt DC charging, I believe, so 0 to 80% recharge time of around 30 minutes. That's acceptable. The Ford F-150 Lightning, it's in trouble again. Quality control issues this time. So Ford have frozen all deliveries of the 2024 model. Now, it was only back in January Ford announced a reduction in planned production. And now this. Keep plugging away, Ford. I'm sure you'll get it right in the end. BYD presented 8 models at the Geneva Motor Show, including its first plug-in hybrid model for Europe. However, that PHEV offshoot of the Seal U will only be sold in selected markets. Now, this was BYD's second only showing at a European motor show, and it was smaller than the stand it had at the IAA Mobility 2023 in Munich. Hyundai is dropping its N badge, which is its sports line, from its ICE cars because it's going to discontinue their manufacturer. But it's going to keep it solely for its electric vehicle lineup, starting with the Ioniq 5N, which I took for a test drive at the recent Sydney Everything Electric Expo. Yeah, very nice it was too. I think the Koreans are doing very well in the worldwide EV markets. Polestar has started production of its Polestar 3 at its Chengdu factory in China. Now, this electric SUV, which I did see at the recent Sydney show again, it looks very nice. But I've just got my doubts, but I'm sure it will do reasonably well. The Hyundai Motor Group factory in Bryan County, Georgia, USA, looks like it will be beginning production earlier than expected. So instead of the first half of next year, 2025, they're looking at Q4 2024. So this factory will produce around 300,000, or up to when it gets going, 300,000 Hyundais, Kias and Genesis electric vehicles and batteries each year. So that's good news for the Americans around here. Now, as you know, I was recently in India, and the Tata Motor Group does make some electric vehicles there. But it's now going to build its first battery factory outside of India. And it's going to be in Somerset in the United Kingdom. It's going to have an annual capacity of 40 gigawatt hours and will give approximately 4,000 people jobs there. Apple finally shut down its electric car division after having spent something like 10 years developing it and billions and billions and billions of dollars. Yep, they could just have easily have bought Rivian several times over with their pocket money. Tesla starts a new promotion in China amid a bitter price war that's going on there. So for those taking delivery of a Model 3 or a Model Y before March the 31st, they will be eligible for an insurance subsidy of 8,000 RMB. So this drops the price of a Model 3 to under 238,000 RMB and the Model Y to under 251,000 RMB. Now that 251,000 RMB is under 54,000 Australian dollars. Nice. CATL, who's the world's largest battery manufacturer, is currently in the process of validating its M3P battery with Tesla. Now, the exact timing of the beginning of installations is not yet clear, but this M3P battery is already being used by Chery in partnership with Huawei in some of their EVs. This M3P battery, it's more energy dense than the standard LFP batteries. So it's either going to be cheaper for the same range, or you're going to get longer range for the same size batteries. I'd like the second option personally. BYD, they're looking for a site in Mexico to build a factory. Now, company executive has said that the plan is to build the facility for the Mexican market, not the export market. Methinks that they'll be looking for an in to the American market and they're trying to play it down. What do you think? Now, they're supposedly looking for sites in southern Mexico rather than up close to the border with the USA in Nuevo León and Bajío. I think that's how you pronounce it. So maybe they won't. I don't know. Now, BYD have actually launched the Dolphin Compact EV in Mexico back in September 2023, which was its fourth model there after the Han, the Tang and the UN Plus, also known as the Atto 3. So thanks for watching. Please don't forget, can you do me a big favour? Click that like and subscribe buttons below. It really does help the channel. Please feel free to make any comments on anything you've heard here. And in the description below, there are also links to my Patreon and Ko-fi pages if you could help financially. That would be really appreciated. There's also a link to my Tesla referral. If you want to go for a test drive or buy a Tesla, if you could use that, that would be very nice of you. Also, if I get around to it and remember, I'll put the timestamps in a pinned comment. I keep sort of getting there, but usually a little bit later. Anyway, I'll see you all very soon.